What's up, guys? Rob Kuhn here, and today we're going to view a hand from the WSOP main event with a whopping $10 million for first. That was actually very, very detrimental to Mizrachi's win, and a hand that no one is talking about for whatever reason. Anyway, without any spoilers, let's get in the action.
Boston sports fans are going to be all over me.
We saw Hollert unafraid with the ace-queen off. How does he want to play this king-jack suited?
It would be quite remarkable if this fictitious character, or perhaps not so fictitious character that we've conjured up on Grindr's Rail, began to provide advice in situations like this.
That guy ain't fictitious, pal.
Do the right thing, Kenny. Don't be stupid.
It's 3-bet now. I'll see you later, Kenny. I'm just saying, brother. Oh, Dunaway in as well.
A big pot this one. Feel it.
And Grinder.
Okay, starting pre-flop, nothing really to note here. Mizrachi goes for the raise. He has an overwhelming chip lead. Kenny Hollert in second goes for the call with king-jack suited out of the small blind. This is standard. You do not want to 3-bet in this situation with $10 million for first. There's an 8 big blind stack, less than 20 big blind stack. We're comfortably in second. Just call, take a flop. Dunaway goes for the overcall here. And yes, I know it's only one more big blind, and yes, he's getting good odds, but you're playing 2 big stacks. There's an 8 big blind stack. I believe we just need to fold. That would be the only takeaway here. Let's take a flop.
Declares he feels a big pot.
Somebody's busting.
Oh. Prophesizing is Grindstradamus. King 10 tray. Top pair for Hollert. Second pair for Mizrachi. Doesn't seem like sufficient ingredients as it stands for someone to be sent packing with 14 million in the middle. There's the follow through. 5.5.
No road forward for Kenny, really, other than call. Don't like to speak in absolutes, but
He concurs. Dunaway's departure, a formality.
On the King 10-3 rainbow board, action checks to Mizrachi, who decides to bet 5.5 million into 14 million. Personally, with a second pair type of hand, I would like to see just a call. Kenny can obviously have a lot of King X. He can have Ace 10. He's not really going to, I think he probably just folds Jack 10 off pre. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of value here. You block hands like Queen Jack. You know, I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of value. Generally, these second pair type of hands, especially in ICM situations, even though we're a big chip lead, you just want to check back as you're just basically value betting yourself most of the time. Kenny has no decision here. You definitely just want to call. There's absolutely zero reason to check raise. And you're not really trying to play a massive pot as, you know, second in chips against the chip leader. Let's take a turn.
oh dear.
Lady in black on the turn, dressing Mizrachi with the best hand.
And you know, we would imagine Mike pursues further value, but Kenny's range is alarming and has all sorts of big-time coverage on this board. It isn't as if Kenny has that much King X, but he can have Queen Jack, Ace Queen, this one. And if we're Mike, we're trying to get more chips in right now, I do believe. And for Kenny, obviously nowhere to go but continue once more. Big pot here.
believe mom and pop on the rail? Is it perhaps just efforting exactly who the presences are, as Mizrachi's effort is to the tune of $21.5 million? For Hollert, the exit is not the option, and obviously the raise would seem reckless.
This is quite difficult. I would go for the call. I think it's clear, but maybe there are ideas that this sort of hand can just kind of rip or aggress beyond call. But he is going for the standard, let's call it 68 million in the middle.
On the Queen of Clubs turn, bringing a flush draw with 25 million in the middle. Mizrachi bets 21.5 million. And Kenny is starting to become in a dicey spot. I can't really imagine folding. There's absolutely zero reason to shove. You're only going to get called by better. Doesn't accomplish anything. If Mizrachi's bluffing, let him bluff. Yeah, I mean, we just call here. I mean, it's getting uncomfortable. Folding would be kind of crazy. We block the straights. We block the jack nines. We block the ace jacks. Obviously, we block the two pair. You know, we're not super high up in our range, but, you know, we're pretty comfortable in our range. Yeah, nothing more to talk about here. I think we just play a call always. Let's take a river.
Grinder a 2-1 favorite.
Good sizing by Mizrachi there.
The 4 is of zero concern.
I'll tell you what, Ali. This sometimes could be the end of Kenny Hollert. It feels crazy to think that, but imagine how many hands Grinder is playing. And if you're in Kenny's seat, he can have so many bluffs from which to choose from. Note he sighs and looks back at his cards. It's really interesting watching him just kind of do his thing.
You think that's deliberate?
No. Not deliberate. I think he's just so free out there. He goes for 60 into 68, and I think this is going to take a little while. 60. But nobody would be surprised to see Hollert hero this off. Grinder kind of running away with this thing, Ali.
On the 4 of spades river, this is really, really weird. Mizrachi relooks at his cards, sighs, and then bets 60 million. It would only leave Kenny with 24 million if he is call and wrong. He would still be in second. He would be basically tied for second. If he goes and folds, he would still have 84 million. Plenty of chips left in the main. If he calls and is wrong, he is down to basically tied with the short stack. This is dicey, man. I don't know if people ever sigh, relook at their cards. Of course, Mizrachi is a seasoned veteran. I mean, he has the nickname The Grinder for a reason. The guy has had a ton of accomplishments, including 4 poker player championships that he won this year. But he kind of wears his heart on his sleeve a little bit. And this is where I think you just have to take away the fact that he's probably bluffing. I just don't think people bluff in this situation when you sigh, look at your hand. Yes, you have a decent hand to call with. Of course, you block ace jack, jack nine, king queen, stuff like that. But Mizrachi can still have it. I don't know. This spot people really didn't talk about. I think this is a clear fold, but it's not easy. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is not like a fun situation. And, you know, quite frankly, I would just personally fold in game.
Kenny's going to do a little math and determine if he clicks call and is wrong, as we can see he will be. Would be, rather. How much would he have left? And
while this hand is going to take some time for Kenny to think, I want to tell you guys about the Battle of Malta, an ACR-sponsored event with a live tourney in Malta. All the team pros are going to be there, me, Moneymaker, absolutely everyone. It's going to be a blast, a variety of buy-ins, a variety of first places. Malta is a beautiful, beautiful place. You can win satellites through ACR. This is happening October 28th through November 6th. Win your Satty, come hang out. Hope to see you there. Let's see what Kenny does.
He is not in a rush to make his mind up here.
Concept of grab.
This not making the decision any easier,
No,
Nate.
matters complicated further. And he picked an annoying size for Kenny. If he calls and he's wrong, he still has 24. Boyevich 16. He does pay it off. He hears the bad news, Ali.
Oh my. Grinder scoops the $188 million pot, giving him $422 million. Of course, this tournament did not last much longer. He won every hand, basically knocked out every player, and won the $10 million. Hopefully you guys like this video.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my ass.